guys, so today we're going to be on the 853M John Deere track cutter. Woo, here we go. All right, big oaks blowed down. I mean, just holy galore, what a mess we have here. But that tree there's about, that thing's about 26, 28 inches. We're gonna have to try and see if this cutter can bob that stump off. It's gonna take some time and some, it's gonna be a mess. Game plan is to go at it, turn the head parallel to the tree and run into it, and then come back and then go over it, and then hopefully go around the big clay stump, root ball, whatever y'all want to call it, and go around the other side, turn the head parallel again with the tree, and drive the head into the tree again, and hopefully it'll come off that way. That head will only swipe off in one solid swipe. It'll get about a 22.5, maybe a 23-inch tree, depending on how you hit it in, you know, one swipe. So and then to add to the confusion, it is laying on the dadgum ground. That is just so much fun. I mean, y'all can see it's just, I mean, there's just, you know, look how bad all them tops are tangled up, and we've done cleared kind of back over here some. It's a nightmare, y'all. But we're fixing to find out if it can cut through that. And we're fixing to we're gonna see if the John Deere skidder can drag it out. Because once we get it cut off, then we got to top it with the saw. So y'all fixing to watch all that. Get ready. All right, guys. So I'm gonna include this clip here and show y'all just how quickly things will go astray with you. You can already see I'm kind of in a I'm not in the best situation. You can see the rut underneath the right track, right there underneath the head right now. The tree was blown down in like a swag, a low area, and I knew the ground was extremely saturated down in there, so I tried to position myself in the best way that I thought that the machine wouldn't be rocking back and forth as much to get, you know, the best angle on the tree. I could never get the head to angle upright on the tree, and you see how it fell down right there. The ground was so rotten down there that whenever I teetered the machine over, it fell in. And it don't look that bad right there, but that's about a 4-foot deep hole that track just fell in. Now I'm in an even worse position because I'm up against this root ball, and I can't go forward because of the root, and I can't go backwards because the ground is falling in behind me. And we're on probably like a 30% lean right here. It's so hard to tell the lean, but the way the machine was leaning, I tried to get my tracks moved over, which you saw it moved over, and then I tried to go on ahead and buzz that side off, and you see how the track fell down again. At this point right here, I got kind of frustrated, got kind of upset with myself, because I put myself in a position that I shouldn't have put myself in, as a very rookie mistake. I always show y'all the mistakes that the other guys make, and I very rarely make them on the cutter. And this was one. I cut the camera off before I got the machine completely out. We did get it out. We didn't have to attach a skidder to it. It just took me a little bit more. You'll see the machine stop moving here at the end of the clip, and what I'm doing is I'm sitting there looking and thinking what I need to do to get the machine out. But what I ended up doing was spinning around behind me, picking the back side of the machine up, twisting it over, placing some of that broke stuff that you see right there that I have piled up. I placed some of that down there, tracked back down on top of it, got the machine back kind of somewhat level, and then twisted from the root ball. I pushed down on the root ball with the head and walked the tracks to the right, and then tracked back up out of there. Probably should have got a skidder down there to just grab the winch line underneath the undercarriage and suck me up out of there, but me being stubborn and aggravated at myself for getting myself in that situation, I felt like I needed to get myself out. But anyway, so everything that y'all just heard about how I was going about my plan, all that just changed because of this clip. Alright, so what we're doing here now is I got myself out and I walked around to the other side of the tree. As you can see, it's the same tree. I'm not sure, but if you probably pay close of attention, you can probably see, yeah, you can see the ruts over there from the cutter where I was stuck. But anyway, so I come around this side of the tree. It was a little bit more of a point walking out in this swamp area. You can see the ground is extremely wet down here. I mean, it's all swamp that we're working in here. So I was going to the other side and getting the smaller hardwood pulpwood cut out of the way and toted back to a safe area for Michael to back up and grab it. Right here, I believe, is where I was starting to kind of size up my tree. Yep. Yeah, we're fixing to try and saw it off. It took several attempts to get this one sawed off. This one ended up being, if I remember right, when we measured it, when we got it up there to loader, it was 28.5, 29 inches. It was a pretty big log, and anyway, the cutter head just wouldn't go all the way through it in one swipe. If I remember right, I had to kind of beaver it off of there, just chew it from all different angles. Anyway, that's what's going on here in this clip. The plan that we had went out the window, and I come around to this side to try and get it from this way, and we ended up getting it. Just watching, seeing what we got going on here. It's been a while since I cut this. We're learning together. Oh, okay, we're getting another one of the small hardwoods. If I remember right, I go up there and I try and cut the top out of it first. And any of the big stuff that y'all see, like the big pine and stuff like that y'all seen me cut, we'll cut the big pine down in one. It may take 2 or 3 cuts to get it down, and you'll see us do basically this right here. We'll get it down on the ground, and then I'll cut it up, because they were like 80 to 90 feet tall, depending on which pine tree it was at the time. But I will cut those in half for 2 reasons. One, the tree can't be over 60 feet long anyway when it's on the truck. 2, it's so bulky that our loader is not designed to handle large timber like this. It only wants to pick up 10,000 pounds, 12,000 pounds at a time, and some of these 28-foot long logs were weighing 8,000 pounds. So if you was to send, an 80-foot tree up there to the set, not only is it going to be very difficult for the loader to handle, it's going to also be very difficult to process the top, because you got to knock the rest of the limbs off the top, and it's just, you know, it's very difficult. So we would just saw them in half in the woods and send basically 2 trees out of 1 to the set. So if you wondered why we were sawing those big long pines in half, that's why. And here's another perfect example too of the John Deere saw recovery. I don't know if it's something, I don't remember my other one being this bad, but this saw recovery is pretty slow. I'm not sure if it has something to do with a pressure setting or what that they haven't adjusted yet for me, or part of my theory also is these Ballotine teeth that I like so much, they work so well for our pine pulpwood application. I want to say they're 1 7/8 tooth, and our disc is like 1.5 inches or 1 3/4 or something. I think it's 1 3/4 disc. So the tooth is just barely taller than the disc, and it's not really getting the disc off of the tree when it cuts it. So I think that may be why it bogs down easier, because it's not getting the disc off of the tree as it's cutting through it. You know, the tree's still setting down on the disc some, instead of just the tooth slicing through the tree. So I don't know, that's just a theory. But anyway, so y'all enjoy watching the rest of this. We're gonna finish topping this big oak tree up and get it all set over to the side for Michael, and get that log cut out of it, and that's gonna be the end of this video. So anyway, y'all know what to do down below. Like, subscribe, comment, got any questions, and until the next video, I'll catch y'all next time. Okay, so as y'all saw there, things didn't quite go as planned at the beginning of the little clip, or the way my plan was. It didn't go like I was planning it to, so I ended up having to go at it a different way, as y'all saw. Either way, we ended up getting it done. We got it on the ground, or got it off the ground, got it to the truck, or to the loader. And even though it did bust, because that's the big one right there with the big bust spot on it, it is still a good log because they're going to make ties out of it. So it's not like they're going to be cutting, you know, lumber. They'll still buy that as a tie. So we're wrapping up this job site. We're wrapping up the whole week. As a matter of fact, we have Michael's out there getting the last few that I have cut up here. Everything else that we have, we've got all of our pine, or all of our hardwood done pretty well. Everything we have now to do is pine. So what y'all see over here for hardwood is what we have for hardwood. That's it. So 2, maybe 3 loads of pine pulpwood, or hardwood pulpwood. Oh, I'm sorry, there's another piece of pulpwood, hardwood pulpwood there. And then we got about, it's gonna be real close to a load of tie logs. Either way, we'll load them on there, see what we got, and what it is what it is. But as I stated yesterday, meals are not doing good right now, y'all. I'm not trying to be over dramatic or want a pity party or any of that mess, but there is no telling what our future, I ain't gonna say future, but I don't know what it's gonna hold for us in here, or you know what the near future holds, because I don't know what's gonna, what's going to become of all this. Hopefully it's just because it's dry and mills are full and everything will kind of bounce back to normal when it goes to getting a little bit wet. But I think Nikki's directing Puppy in. But things are definitely not the best in the logging industry, especially for my area. I've been seeing other guys struggle with it all summer, and it's finally catching up with us now. So, but anyway, just sit tight. We'll be back. That's a big old tree. That's probably a solid 10,000. That loader does not want it, I can tell you that. Not healing it anyway. We're having to be super careful with everything, make sure everything's getting checked, because the mill we're sending these to have a maximum butt size of 24 inches, and everything's 22, 23, 23 and a half. It's close. That one right there he's picking up, that's just about a 20, 21. We're at 18 trees on there right now. I think he's sorting through looking for the right one to go on there. There's 17 trees, or 16 trees, he had 85,000. We're legal to 92. digging for. There it is. That's the one he wanted. What did I say, 18 trees? Let's make 19. And this should put him right at our legal load limit. That'll make this truck weigh somewhere around 31 and a half, 31 and 3/4 tons. The payload is basically 31 tons. Truck gross vehicle weight will be somewhere around 92,000. 19 trees, 31 tons. Hell yeah, brother. All right, it's time to load our Peterbilt. Some hardwood logs. We don't actually have a full load of these. Not sure how close it's going to be weight-wise. But it's not as much as what we think it needs to be. But it's not that big of a deal because the man that's hauling this lives literally 5 minutes from the mill. And it's on his way home. And it's the last load of the week. But even though it might be a little bit light, everything will balance out because we're not having to truck it for like 10 miles or something. And then he's right there, lives right by it, so he's not out any diesel. So everybody volunteered to do this, get these ties out of the way. For Monday morning, we just focus on our hardwood pulpwood. Well, actually, we're going to focus on our pine pulpwood. Get that first round of that mess gone. And we will be moving again. Man, it's a big old tree. As I stated in, I believe it was yesterday's video, these things have to be a 26-inch butt with a 11-inch top. That tree done that because as it was falling, the top twisted in it from the hurricane. But they should still buy it and make what they need out of it. If they don't, they'll send it back. And then we'll put it on a pulpwood load. Alright, so we have 3 lengths of logs on here. We have the bottom layer, it's 38. Then we have a mixture of 19 and 28 foot logs in the middle up there. These 2 longer ones right here, those are going to be 28s. And then you see that little bit shorter one in that hole right there, that's going to be a 19. But that's all we got. Now let's, how much did it weigh, Michael? 70-something thousand pounds. So we'll be somewhere around 22-ish tons probably. But yesterday he hauled a load in there that was almost 40 tons, so it all equals out like I was saying a while ago.
I've got more faith in you throwing your strap. He ain't been around you enough.
Alright, so we're wrapping the day up. Well, not wrapping. It is wrapped up. We have wrapped the week up. Anybody get a load count? 44? Yeah, we sucked this week. Okay, yeah, we didn't suck. The mill sucked. But at least we got to try some cool new stuff, and y'all got to come along for the ride on it. Found my daggone key to lock his shear up. Not sure what we're going to do on moving wise yet. Hopefully it's just across the creek, but it's gonna suck even though it's literally, how far are we, Matt? Maybe what, 2 miles over?
If we're lucky.
Yeah, but we're gonna have to move the equipment 22 miles.
Because Thomas is scared.
No, because that bridge right there has a 3-ton weight limit on it. and we can't haul equipment across it. So it's wooden. Here,
I'll drive across it.
let me. Y'all go down in the comments. We're gonna settle this once and for all. And y'all tell me if y'all would drive across this in your pickup, let alone a log truck with 120,000 pounds of equipment on the back of it.
Our truck driver already said he wants to cross it.
Cause he's crazy.
Our truck driver said he is crossing.
All right.
Let's go check the fishing up real quick, man.
So you see the posted weight limit, 3 tons. It is literally a wooden bridge. So I just don't know if I want to drive my log trucks across this. Yeah, Michael says he thinks he can make it. Sir, I don't think this bridge is wide enough for your skidder. No, I don't know if I want to pay the state to replace their bridge railing. They are about to fall off. That's why we don't need to put no equipment on this. Look how pretty that creek is. But anyway, so we got 46, I think's what he said, and all I can tell y'all is we'll come back and try better next week. So if y'all liked what y'all seen here today, make sure you go down below, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, leave me a comment. If you got any questions, make sure you go comment and tell me if y'all would go across this with your truck. Matt built a fishing line.
We're fishing. I'm gonna bring some worms Monday. Worms, a hot dog.
I bet you throw right there in that still water with a cork and bobber. Boy, that was a good cast, Matt. That was a great cast. But I bet you if you go right over there, I bet you catch some pretty good sized little brim. But
We had bites earlier. They was running back upstream with it.
really? Well, I heard that. But anyway.
It was out like that and it come back toward.
Really? Y'all, oh, look, it is. It's moving. They hitting it. Anyway, y'all go down below, hit the subscribe button, and make sure y'all come back tomorrow. Look, there it goes again. Well, whenever the next video is going to be. It may be tomorrow, maybe 2 weeks from now. Who knows with me? Right now, we're trying to do a video every other day. So hopefully we're still on that schedule whenever I post this. But anyway, guys, thank y'all so much for watching. And till the next one, we'll catch y'all next time right here.